properly take
Recording
care
is
of it,
on.
if you don't properly take care of it, you know how sometimes when you're living on the first floor, you can just start seeing doves staying on your ceiling. That is the same way money is. When money comes to your business, it is that same way like a dove flying on your ceiling. If you don't take care of it properly, it will fly away and it will go to another business or another competitor that can properly take care of it. And so that is why in similar way where you take care of the bed, you give it grains, you arrange the nest for it, it makes it come back. It's the same way you deal with your money. You budget the money. And then when we're dealing with budgets, because businesses has three process, the operation, the sales, the operations, and the finance itself. In when money comes, you would also need to break it the budget down in these three lines. For example, if money comes to you, you have a budget for your sales. I'm running ads. How much am I running ads? How much do I spend to run ads? I am using an influential marketing. What is my budget for sales? So you have a sales budget. The next budget you want to have is an operations budget. So you have your operations budget. And then the last one might be your capital budget, the last one by the side, the capital budget. Then you have, of course, we're going to discuss that later. You have what we call the forecasting. For example, you're making your budget. You would have to forecast, for example, in the next 6 months, what are some of the things that can happen to my business? And I hope I have some funds set aside for it. So you look at your empirical data from January to December, what has been happening in my operations. For example, when COVID came, it took businesses by surprises, and a lot of businesses folded. They folded because they were not planned for it. So that is what forecasting means. Then the second one is financial control. This is the second basics of financial principle. First of all, you have to have financial planning and forecasting, the ability to see ahead. The next one you want to have is financial control. Just like the bird that is coming to perch on your ceiling, you have to be able to control it. So how do you control money? When do you control your finances when they come? It is, for example, the first one will be costs. Cost. The last time we had a physical class, I explained to you how that you have to even factor your cost based on COGS, cost of one product sold. You add everything to it, plus the ads that you're running. So it's important that you monitor and you manage your expenses. Money can be coming to your business, but you see the way it comes, like the blood, it flows in and it flows out. So as money is coming into your business, you have to ensure that one of the things you personally want to do as a business owner is to try as much as possible to reduce your expenses to the barest minimum. For example, if you're working with let's say your financial department in your business, you're always telling them, okay, I have this budget. The budget you are giving them, of course, these are things that we know. It's not the budget apparently that you have in mind, but you're trying to strengthen the people working with you to find out if they can work within that kind of confines. Because, for example, if you make 100,000 naira available as budget, definitely they will spend 100,000 naira. On rare cases, they will return to you with less than 100,000 naira spent. And so when you're making financial plan in your cost, you have to put a control measure. That way, it helps you regulate the money you are spending. And if you have any means of reducing costs, try as much as possible to use that. The second one way of financial control is when you have what we call internal controls. Internal controls simply means you set up a process. For example, in the bank, when you're in the banking system, for example, you have what we call a
I think your mic is down.
Hello, sir. I think your mic is muted. We can't hear you. Hello, Mr. Prince. Are you there? Hello, Mr. Prince. We can't hear you, sir. Okay, before Mr. Prince comes back, can we drop a message, maybe say something about the topic? How have you been managing your finances in your business? Or something in that line before Mr. Prince comes back. I think it's a network problem. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, let me invite Mr. Abdul to say one or two things before Mr. Prince will come back. Mr. Abdul, over.
All right, good morning, everyone. Trust we have a
Some of
wonderful
your
weekend.
services in your business.
Okay, it's back.
The
Mr.
third
Peter,
one could be financial decisions. Financial decisions. Now, when you look at your business, there are some decisions you are going to be making. Because I said that in business, the life that flows through a business, the blood that flows through a business is the money, is the cash flow. Businesses survive literally on cash flow. So you determine which is my best source of money. How do I make money in my business? And how can I raise money? And so that decision is left for you. If you want to go into venture capital funding, equity, debt notes, bank loans, whatever you want to do, it's your decision. And it's basic financial principle. The next one is having financial analysis and reporting. It is very important that you have a record that shows where you are from and where you are going to. Very, very important. And so you must give attention to creating. It's a financial principle. You must have financial statements in your business. Anybody that wants to invest in your business, the next thing is telling you is, can I see your books? Can I see your statements? So give attention to it. Make sure you have books, updated books. It clearly helps you predict. You can clearly tell where your business is going to. You can clearly make decisions, the right decisions, if you have the right statements. There's several documents that you need: income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, whatever statement that you needed, you need to have it. Then risk management.
Sorry, sir.
As a business owner,
Mr. Prince, can you hear me?
yes, please.
Yeah, you were off for a few minutes. You just came on. I don't know. It's like we didn't
Oh,
get some parts of what you were saying.
okay. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll just go back a little bit. I was talking about. Sorry, thank you, um, Erica. So I was talking about the basic principles of finance. And I remember, if you guys heard, when I was giving the pigeon bed analogy. Did you hear that part, Erica? When I said that when money comes to your business, it's like a pigeon that lands on the ceiling of your house. If you don't take
No,
care of it very well, you got that part?
but we didn't get that part.
Okay, so maybe I'll just go over it again. So I said that the lifeline, what flows in your business, is the money, the blood of your business is cash flow. You know how a human being, if you don't have blood in your body, you would not survive. If there's no cash flow, if there's no money moving in your business, the business will not survive, no matter how good the idea is. Money must flow in your business. No matter how beautiful your idea is, no matter how structured you have structured your business, if you are not making money in business, then you are dying. If money is not passing through your business, then your business is dying. And so it is so important that we manage finance. And I said that the best definition for money in business is like a pigeon. A pigeon flies, comes to your house, and stays on the ceiling. If you don't take care of it very well, that same pigeon will leave that your ceiling, fly to another person's house that will take care of it. And not just it will only fly, when it is properly taken care in that person's house, it will go back to where his brothers are and call them. All of them will now gather and come to that new house where there are grains. That is how cash flow and finance is in business. And you must manage it. If you don't manage it properly, it will fly to your competitors. And when it flies to your competitors, it will settle in your competitor's place. If it feels comfortable, it will go back and call his brothers and go back to your competitor. And so it's important that when money comes to you in business, you are very clear on what it is you want to do with the money. So this is why financial principles is important. The first one I said is having financial planning and forecasting. This has to do with budgeting. When money comes, I said business is in three parts: sales, operations, and finance records. So these three parts, what is your budget on these three parts? If money comes to you, how do you budget for your sales? How do you budget to run your ads, to do your print media and the rest of them? How do you budget to run your operations? How do you budget to take care of your office, the diesel, and the rest of them? Then the third one, how do you budget to increase your finance? So these three things, I can be able to say I want to pay for a service that can be able to help me make more money. So these three things, how did you budget for them? Then forecasting, I gave an analogy of the COVID era, where I was talking about how that in COVID, right, people that did not forecast for their business properly, the business suffered. In fact, some businesses have not been able to recover post-COVID. Then financial control. I said you have to have control over your money. There are two ways you can control. You can properly monitor it yourself. And I said that for you to be able to manage your finance properly in business, you must try as much as possible as a business owner to reduce costs to the barest minimum. Reduce cost. Cost is your enemy in business. Cost is your enemy, is your finance enemy. Because obviously, blood comes in through this part and goes out through this part. Oxygenated blood, deoxygenated blood. Same thing when it comes to money. So money comes in and it's looking for where to go to. And so as much as possible, you try as much as possible to reduce costs to the best minimum. I said some other organizations, bigger organizations, have internal control measures where they have procurement departments. In that way, before your money is released from the finance, you have to write your inventory, send it to the procurement. Procurement will go and check and find out if you really need these things. And then procurement will go back to the finance, and finance will release the money and procurement will acquire it. So these are just some of the things. Then having decision making. I said when money comes to you as a business, you have to have investment decision making. For example, reinvest in your business. Look at the service. This service of this my business. For example, let's take Palia's Empire, for example. I have loads of services I'm offering. What service, if this money comes, what service can I reinvest in my business that can make me make more money? And then make financial decisions like how do I acquire equity? What equity is best for my business? Am I ready to what source of funding is best for my business? Am I ready to give out equity? Am I ready to get a debt note? Am I ready to go to collect a loan from the bank? Whatever one works for you. These are financial decision making that you have to make. Then I talked about having analysis, having data to back what you are doing from your finance. Like for example, you need to have documents that shows exactly what you are doing, where you are going to, where you are from, what you are doing currently, and where you are going to. So these are financial statements, your balance sheet, your income statement, your cash flow, have your books. Nobody will want to give you money if he has not seen your books. So ensure you have a clean book as you are progressing with your business. And then I spoke about risk management, right? Um, this has to do with things that basically can affect your business. Things that can affect your business. For example, the issue with COVID, market risk, credit risk, liquidity risk, whatever thing that can affect your business. It is part of your financial management skill for you to be
Hello,
able to.
good morning.
Mr. Lau, good morning, sir.
How do you do, sir?
Good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir. I raised my hand, but I think you were so engrossed in your
Okay, okay.
missing my hand. But
I
it's
didn't. I
good.
didn't.
I mean, sorry
I
to
didn't.
interrupt
Yes,
you.
sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
It's good to be with you again. I hope some of you still remember me. But I just wanted to quickly lend a voice to what Prince is talking about. I see you are already discussing the importance of financial management and how you, as as an entrepreneur, should be able to position yourself to take charge of the process. But I want to have you, Prince, and everybody pause for a moment to think. Talking about financial management, which tools do we know, or what tools, what digital tools do we know that can be of help, that can help, you as an entrepreneur forecast, for instance, because I heard Prince talk about forecasting. Is there any digital tool in financial management that can help you forecast, you know, your revenue, forecast your income, so to speak? Does anybody know of any? And let's make this an open conversation. If you know any tool that can help in forecasting, I mean, let's zoom in on forecasting. Does anybody know any tool that can help small businesses forecast? Anybody? Prince? Is anybody raising the hand?
Not none that I can see now, but I
Okay.
think they will be dropping it in the chat,
Okay, but
because
maybe
quite a number of people.
before they even go into the chat, if anybody is not raising the hand, what is forecasting? Who knows what forecasting is? Or what do you think forecasting is? Habiru, Habiru Al Hassan, can you share your thoughts on what you think forecasting is in business? When you hear forecasting, what comes to your mind? Habiru, is Habiru on the call?
I think he just dropped. Okay, okay, he
Um,
is.
Yes, sir, I'm around, sir.
Please go
Kabiru,
ahead.
please go ahead and unmute your mic. So I think
Okay.
there's a
good morning, Mr. Lau. Please mute your mic. Who is speaking?
Okay,
I think
somebody
there's a
is
message on the chat, Dalal.
Yes, we have.
Linda is coming. Yeah.
saying forecasting means to predict the future. Okay, that's one. Any other one? Any other thought?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Kabir.
The network is, I'm having network issues, sir.
Okay, but I can hear you now. Just give me your thoughts on what forecasting is.
Yes, forecasting means foreseeing something that is like prediction on something that may happen or foreseeing.
Yes, absolutely. So,
Yes,
so that we don't waste time, Kabir,
yes,
you
sir.
are correct.
Thank
It
you,
is
sir.
predicting what can happen,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
And as Linda also said, it means to predict the future. But there's
Yes, sir.
something very important about forecasting that you need to also consider the present and the past.
No.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Anytime you're talking or considering forecasting, you need to think of your present condition and past occurrences. These
Mm.
are things that help you, predict the outcome of the future. So I have
Yes.
an assignment for you. With this understanding of that it is predicting the future, right? But
Yes,
you
sir.
need to consider the and the past. So as a business, you want to forecast, for instance, your financials or your revenue, right? You want to forecast what can happen in the next 6 months. There are tools, there are digital tools that can help you do that. But you don't just forecast into the future, you need to impute current data and past data. That is what would help you have an informed prediction of the future. So your assignment, please take note of this, and Adura and Absalam, everybody. Let this group find out about tools, digital tools that can help businesses forecast. And they should carry on the conversation, not just find out, test it, and they should come back to share their experiences in the next class. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Please carry on. Thanks a lot. Well done, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Lau. Erica, your hand is up. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to let him know that the network was breaking.
Okay, I'll just maybe re-echo it. If you guys can hear me clearly, I'll just re-echo what he has said.
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Lau. Thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you for also sharing more light on forecasting. It's just so true what you said. For you to have knowledge of the past and then the present, and then use the data you have from the past and the present to shape what is going to come in the future. It's important in data analysis and data science. In fact, that is one of the first roadmap to building a model. So thank you so much, Mr. Lau. The assignment he talked about is identifying a data tool that will help you carry out this forecasting. Um, Hopefully, before the end of today's class, we'll look at some tools. And when you um, go back and you get to explore these tools, you should be able to find the best one that will help you carry out forecasting. And then please, you have to come back to us because this is a clear assignment that was given by Mr. Lal. So you have to come back in the next class and share your experience with us on the best tool that you found, how you use the tool to be able to forecast for your business. So again, thank you so much, Mr. Lal. I'll just continue from the last part. I was talking about risk management, and I said your business and is usually not risk averse. So it means that this, you always encounter risks, and so that is why when you plan for it, you are able to meet or able to put that risk under control. Businesses that were already planned for the COVID era are businesses that were able to survive the impact of COVID and are still standing today. Businesses that did not have a backup plan are businesses that were swept under carpets by when the COVID wave came in. So it's important that you
Sorry, Mr. Prince. Mr. Umar Farouk, please mute your mic. Mute your mic,
Hello.
please. Mr. Umar Farouk. Thank you. Mr. Prince, please, you can carry on. Mr. Prince, are you on the call? Hello, Mr. Prince. Before he comes back, please can we share our ideas about finance softwares that we can use to
small
forecast?
businesses.
Okay, he's back. Thank you. Mr. Prince, you were off for a few minutes. We weren't getting you.
Oh no. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
We can.
Okay, so I was talking about financial literacy, and I said financial literacy just simply means having knowledge. Financial literacy means having knowledge of financial management tools, right? That is just simply what it means. And for example, income versus expenses. It's a thin line, income versus expense. How much is coming to your business and how much is going out of the business? There are tools that can help you. For example, even the traditional way, when you go to the market now, once you buy something from somebody, the next thing you are seeing the person doing is trying to write, trying to enter it into an income. First of all, he checks the record, then enter it into an income statement book. Then he also has, at the end of the day, he's trying to balance between what have I spent today and what did I receive as income. These are just simple financial literacy. As a business, you're supposed to have an income versus expenses knowledge. What is coming to my business? You need to be somebody that if I wake you up from the bed and I ask you how much do you earn on a daily basis, how much do you make? What is your income? You should be able to know it clearly. And how much do you spend? What is your burn rate? What do you run? What is the churn rate? How much do you use to acquire a customer? And the rest of all of these things. These are your expenses. It's something that you should be able to know. Then the second thing you should be able to know as a financial literacy as a business owner is assets and liability. What are assets? Assets are the resources that are owned by your business. The things you own, the printer, the computer, the chairs, the furniture, they are the assets of your business. So you should be able to know what is for my business, what are the assets that are the things that are owned by my business. While liability are the things that you maybe collect as debts or as obligations. So you should be able to draw the fair line. The financial literacy, you should be able to know what is income, money that comes to your business, expenses, money that goes out of the business, assets, the things I own in my business, liability, the things I don't own in my business. Then the third financial literacy is cash inflow or cash flows. So money comes to your business. Like I said, money inside a business is like blood that flows through your veins. It comes in through this part and goes out through this other part. So this is called cash inflow and cash outflow. It's from your income and expenses. The money that flows inside your business and the money that flows out of your business is what we refer as cash flow. Then credit and debt management. You should be able to understand how credit works. If I'm trying to get a loan in the bank, how does it work? What are the processes? If I'm trying to repay my loan, right? If I'm trying to repay my debt, what are the processes towards repaying my debt? Um, okay, I hope I'm still being heard.
Sorry,
Erica, I hope.
Yes, we can hear
Okay,
you.
good. Thank you so much. So I'll be moving very fast because of our time. Um, some importance of having financial management in your business. Number one is it helps you achieve financial stability. Nobody will just wake up, enter his car, and start to drive. You don't know where you are going to. You arrive at no destination. You can't just run your business like that same way. You just wake up, on your car, ignite the car, and start to drive. You don't even know where you're going to. So financial management helps you tailor your business and gives you a direction. The moment your business, let me tell you the honest truth is that the moment your business dies is when your business cannot meet its operations. Operations is the heartbeat of a business. The operations of a business is the heartbeat. And operations are just simply what keeps your business moving. And it's proper financial management that can help you manage that. Number two, just like Mr. Lawa highlighted when he was talking about forecasting, if you have a proper financial management, it helps you plan for the future. For example, I spoke about reinvesting in your business. Money comes to you, you plan for the sales, you plan for the operations, you plan for using some other financial tools. The rest of money you plan for savings, and then you invest some part. The part where you're investing is are some services that you know in your business that you know you can scale. And so when you scale those is when the future comes, your business is already going into the future. So financial management helps you do that. Number three, financial management helps you have informed financial decisions. So you are not making decisions based upon your head knowledge. You are making decisions based upon the data that your business is presenting. Your business is saying that in February we made sales, in March we did not make profits, in July we made profits. And so it's telling you, okay, if I made 100,000 naira and at the end of I made 100,000 naira and I spent 100,000 naira, clearly it is telling you that you have to reduce your costs. So financial management will help you make informed financial decisions. And then the third one is if you have financial management, it will help you avoid the debts and financial stress. For example, you get a loan, you are clearly informed that your business is making 150,000 naira monthly. And so I can't get a loan that I'm going to be servicing for 1 million naira. It's a clear informed decision. So it helps you avoid these debts. You are trying to look for money to pay for a loan that you collected for your business. So it's a wealth managed a financial managed business that can be able to tell you how you can be able to get a loan and if your business is strong enough to be able to service that loan. So we'll quickly look at how we can create and manage our budgets. So there's a chart there on there's like a mini chart on the group on the lecture notes that Abdul shared. If you scroll down to 2.2, you're just going to see the steps to creating a business budget. First of all, as a business owner, you have to be real to yourself. You have to clearly know what state is your business in. What state is your business in? This is important because this will help
Mr. Prince, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I get your point. So,
Hello, Mr. Prince.
solid words. All right. Using numbers, computers can work. All right. For example, come. The computer does not see come as come. All right. It has to be tokenized.
Hello, Mr. Prince.
All right, before Mr. Prince come back, I don't know why his network is going off and off. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, everyone. Please, can you hear me? Just thumbs up or something or on the chat, please. Hello.
When writing code or when you're building models, what kind of model am I writing? What do I want to For example, this example is the same example for.
Hello. Can you hear? Can you hear Mr. Abdulsalam? Hello, please just react with an emoji. Drop okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So as you guys have seen over the course of these sessions, the GIZ guys will drop in once in a while and have conversations with us. Please, we should try our best to be engaging. It shows that we are not like, should I say, the dead class, or that we're just teaching. It's not even a teaching, it's supposed to be a conversational sessions, right? So, for example, as we discuss financial management now, a participant will tell us, is there any time you have financial difficulty? Is there a time, or because every business pass through different phases, and finance is something that every business must discuss or must actually properly define and properly manage for that business to succeed. So before Mr. Prince come back, can someone give us the time you have financial difficulty, or is there a way you actually mitigate financial plan for your business? So let's hear from you guys. Mr. Demola, I want to hear from you. Like, how do you finance your business? How do you even start? Where do you get money for it? And how has it been so far in terms of finance? Or anybody can unmute and just give us a tidbit before. Can we have someone? Finance is we are supposed to have a conversation, right? Madam Grace, can you give us, like, how do you finance your business? Let's even start from the beginning in terms of capital, in terms of how do you manage the revenue? Do you reinvest in your business, or do you have like grants or what have you? And have you seek for grants or loans or what have you for your business? We have quite few minutes to go, so let's have a conversation, please. Can you guys hear me? Am I speaking to myself?
Good morning, Mr. Abdul.
All right, good morning. Thank you.
Financial management is quite important and is a vital part of business process. So, if I may share some of my experience, can you guys hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir. Yes, thank you.
So I started actually from my room as a tailor, and gradually I was able to gather money to set up a space. And actually, when there are several times like that I was faced with financial challenges. There was a particular time that I got a contract from an international NGO, from which I needed roughly, I think, about 3 million naira to invest in certain goods which I would supply to them. And the only place I could think of then was a bank loan. I called a friend who is a banker working at Sterling Bank, and we discussed the matter with him. How can I secure a loan from Sterling Bank? And the interest rates actually chased me off. I think that time the interest rate was around 27.5%. So because of the interest rate, I couldn't go further collecting the loan. So what I later did is to source out the fund from my friends. So I think later on I was able to get 3 different people that were able to supply me with the money I needed, and I carry on with the contract. I made the supply. After making the supply, I was fully paid. So the profit from that contract was the one that I used to now set up my space, to the point that we moved from a manual way of doing things, and currently we are on an industrial kind of level whereby we operate completely with industrial machines and all that. So at times, getting loan from bank can be so frustrating in Nigeria. So, and depending on the cycle of friends you have or the cycle of customers, so at times you can even get loan from customers whom you've been together for a long time and you've created a certain level of trust with them. So that's the experience that I've had so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's a wonderful experience. Yeah, interest rate around 25, 20. I think we've tried to process for a couple of businesses and they just, it's a messed up process. You have to have a lot of things. But thank you very much for giving us that. Does anybody else want to share? Do we have anybody that wants to add? Nobody else? Abubakar Mustafa, how do you manage your finance? Let's just, it does not have to be, just give us a brief, right? Or Musa Usman or Mrs. Linda. Can we just hear, like, how do you finance your business? Or how do you manage your finance? I need one more person so we can call it a day.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. I hope everyone is doing from wherever they're
Your voice is
connecting
a
from.
bit down. Can you just increase a bit? Thank you.
Okay. I'm saying that
Yes,
wherever the
yes.
destination, I hope you're all doing well. Hello,
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, ma.
hello.
Thank you. Go ahead, ma.
Yeah. For my own business, I will speak for myself. For my own business, there are several ways that you can generate finance. This topic is very, before I even start, this topic is very, very important. I mean, there are some insiders that I'm just looking at now and I'm realizing, oh, I have omitted some part of it for the growth of my business or finance in my business. Um, but coming to realize for my own business, things that ways that I have been able to generate finance is grants because it's an agri business. We deal more with the volumes of money and finance. So most of the times it's grants. I mean, grants are from international community, international institutional organization kind of fund our business, and also we generate finance from sales too, from sales as well. Yes.
Wonderful, ma. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Anybody else? All right. Thank you very much all for joining today's session. It's been wonderful. We've had at least a brief conversation. So on our subsequent classes, we will need 2 or 3 participants to share their experience on whatever topic we are having. Because we are supposed to learn from each other. It's not just a one-way lecture sessions, right? So thank you all for coming. We still have this week online session, and next week, Thursday, Friday, we are going to be having our last 2 physical sessions. I've submitted what's it called, the list to there's attendance sheet and data sheet and what have you to the GIZ guys. They'll review it together with the online forms we fill and what have you. So we should be expecting good news from them this week or next week. Thank you all for coming. Please do have a wonderful week. Ensure you make sales, you close deals, and you win as much as you can. Thank you very much. Do have a nice day. So bye bye. Bye bye. Later.